Hey everybody, it's Raka. How you doing today? Sorry for the lack of videos and everything. I'll explain in a video coming up right after this one here why I've been lacking. But in the meantime, let's just jump right into a new video. Another one on my timeline popped up. Woke people are getting destroyed and melting down more than ever before. So let's just jump into it, enjoy ourselves some laughs, think about why people think like this, and just have some fun. Alright, let's go. All the descriptions and everything will be, all the links and everything will be in the description. So let's just have some fun. Let's go.
Policy of the United States government that there are only two genders, male and female.
Make sure you drink plenty of water, please.
It's crazy we've got to a point where this is something the president has to announce. It's been a weird few years, especially in America, but it seems a lot of this woke stuff is getting destroyed, and a lot of these woke donuts aren't too happy about it.
Hey guys, everything feels really out of control and scary, and I'm really anxious. And like Donald Trump's the president, and that's so scary. And like, he basically admitted.
How many red flags do we see here? The Billie Eilish look, the Twilight shirt. Looks like she's in a bathroom. I can't tell because of that right there.
To voter fraud, but we're all just kind of glossing over that. Also, if you look up, this is random, if you look up right now in the search bar on TikTok, the Taylor Swift song, The Smallest Man Who Ever Lived, it's all, like, for me at least, I'll tell you, it's all, like, replaced with woman, question mark. Like, what is about to happen? Like, I have, like, such, like, impending doom and fear, and, like, what is about to happen? So, like, what is happening?
She's losing her mind over a song. Oh my god.
Going on? What is happening?
Adult woman with a Twilight shirt, Taylor Swift fan, weird coloured hair. She might as well invest in the cats already because there's not a sane man that's touching out of a barge pole.
To our non-binary and trans followers, I just want you to know that this is a safe space for you. You are welcome here, you are seen here, and our president does not reflect how I feel about you and a large majority of people feel about you. Don't let that little orange buffoon make you feel less than. And I am so sorry that we have to live in a time where there's so much hatred.
And do you have to do the camera while you're on your back being lazy? Acting like you're something very special? Child seat music? What kind of name is that?
That someone can get up on stage and make it a point on their first day of presidency to say something so stupid as that.
I mean, he did a lot of things on his first day. He also did mention how he was going to change the schooling where they can't force a child to think of one thing if they're not even that. And let's face it, children at that young age should not even be thinking about anything like that. They should be thinking about how to say their T's, their H's and stuff like that. Learning math and stuff like that. They should not be learning about sex in school.
3, 2, 1.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's official. There's only two genders now.
We're going back.
First day of presidency to say something so stupid as that.
Woke liberals gathered to release anger over Trump becoming president. Where are they going? Super Saiyan or something? Or Super Karen at that point?
2, 1.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's official. There's only two genders now, as decreed by President of the United States, Donald Jamarcus Trump. Though if you are a trans woman or a trans man, well, now you're just a man. Now you're just a woman.
This hair... I have no problem with the size of the hair, but why does he have 3 different colors? Did he, like, run out of paint for one, run out of paint for the other, and then just gave up?
You can't be a trans man anymore. You're just a man. You can't be a trans woman. You're just a woman now. So Donald Trump just superseded that. You don't even need to officially do it. You can just be one of two things. Boy, girl, that's it. That's it. Nothing else. And since there's only two, that means you have the possibility of being both now. So I guess that technically makes it 3.
Only two genders. Well, there's usually two biological genders, male and female. About 1.8% of the population is intersex. fancy word for a chromosomal or genetic mutation where you're not really male or female. You have a little bit of the biological traits of both.
Man, these people are thick as fuck. That's still only 2 genders, you donut. It's not all of these genders. Man, these people are thick as fuck.
Why do half of these things look like from Pokemon? You know those little letter Pokemon things? That's what these things look like. Oh my god. That one just looks like a freaking key. Oh my, these look like Celtic runes.
Fuck, that's still only 2 genders, you donut. It's not all of these made up ones that came out of nowhere.
Trump.
Of course, fuck the patriarchy. How about you go to a country where women have to wear full face coverings, they have no rights or anything like that? Why don't you go to a country like that?
Is now president of the United States, and Trump is bringing in laws to only recognize people as their assigned gender at birth. There's a lot of implications about this. What about people who transition, right? What about trans people? People who transition. You pretty much are outlawing being trans. What about trans people who have changed their name and sex legally? What, are you gonna reissue them new birth?
Well, I'm just gonna say this right now. I think, for example, if a person who was born a male turns themselves into a female, that's not really seeing that as a problem. If they honestly believe they were born a woman in a male's body and they go through the surgery and the psychology of it all, I see no problem with that. But here's the question: are they gonna tell the person that they date, are they originally a man who's a woman? Or are they just going to lie and say they were always a woman, and then when the time comes, we have a crying game situation, possibly?
Certificates. You have literally created a position where there's going to be men going into women's spaces now.
Just want to say to...
Nope, that's one of the things that Trump made sure about. Boys can't challenge girls in sports. And that's one of the things I love right there. Because when... there were situations, from what I've heard, where if the women and the men were in the same locker room and they're going for their exams and all that stuff, the women pretty much have to strip naked, and the men would also be stripped naked too, and they can see everything. And the way it is, it's like almost a small form of child pornography at that point, or alleged child pornography, or whatever you call it.
All the astrologers and tarot card readers.
Yep, right there. Sorry, that red flag right there. Tarot card, astrologers, and all that stuff, palm readers, whatever stuff like that. I'm sorry, that's just all for entertainment purposes only. If you actually have to use tarot cards and palm reading and astrology and all those signs and stuff like that for your everyday life, you might need a little bit of help.
And that girl with the metal poles, you said that he would not be inaugurated, and you lied, and I am mad at you.
And you actually believed him, you fucking P-boy.
Oh, hold on, this is a big one. Hold on. You wake up and check your phone and immediately start crying. Your partner is in tears. You look at her phone and fear for her future, all women's future, and the LGBTQ who live in the change for... Oh my god. Also, why? I love the color purple. He's just ruining it for me. God.
Beta!
I haven't seen anyone talk about the fact that Trump said there are only 2 genders during his inauguration speech. The hate for other genders is going to get... That's literally all they've been talking about, is the 2 gender thing. You're not turning on your phone. Oh, and another one.
I can't pee in...
Another one, she's just sitting on her bed, being lazy, trying to get... The fuck? She's got a better beard than I do right now.
4% of America right now. So
you can't pee in 4% of America.
In 4% of America, it is.
Does anybody remember Drew Carey's show? Does anybody remember Mimi, the assistant in the office that hated Drew for a while? This is exactly what they look like.
It's illegal for me to use the men's restroom in government buildings.
Men should not use a woman's bathroom. Only time I could ever see using a woman's bathroom is one, when there's no women in it. B, the men's bathroom is broken. C, you tell someone at the desk you need to use the bathroom really badly, and you need to ask them to go check if there's anybody in there. And then you lock the door, that way no woman walks in on you. That was the only times I could ever see there being, or like if those bathrooms are like one of those where it's a man or woman can walk into the bathroom, but just make sure there's no other people in there, for the love of God. That's just invasion of privacy, and it could turn into something far worse.
Because I am biologically female, am I supposed to just hold it? Or am I supposed to just wet my pants?
I mean, you always could go outside. That's the original method for bathroom usage back in the old days.
Literally, there's no point to it other than to keep trans people out of the spaces they belong in.
There's always been public spaces separated by gender for safety and privacy. It's not because you're that important, you donut.
It's a downward
This guy is speaking nothing but facts.
mental impact. It's not good.
My biggest worry right now, honestly, as a mother of a trans kid.
Oh, what the fuck? What the? It's freezing and... Oh, please tell me those are leggings.
I really worry
That's real skin.
about their rights.
I worry about your kids, and I worry that more people like this are able to vote and reproduce.
Children also... Please, tell me I'm not stupid. Children should not be exposed, especially young kids that all they care about is drawing, baseball, and stuff like that. I know that still exists out there. They should not be exposed to buttocks like that. I don't know what this is. I'm not even going to look. I don't care. Probably a woman is a man or a man is a woman. Doesn't really matter. There's only two genders. But children should not be exposed to near nudity. I'm sorry.
Mother of a trans kid. I really worry about their rights.
I worry about your kids, and I worry that more people like this are able to vote and reproduce.
Ask you what you guys think of the march.
What do we think about the march?
What do you think of the march?
Bunch of idiots. As a trans person myself, like,
Based. Trans student reacts to Trump's inauguration. Okay.
thoughts of my rights in the future being, threatened is something that's scary. Yeah, I'm not excited for the next 4 years.
How do you feel about Trump being inaugurated for his second term today?
I think, in total, it is a terrifying thing to happen in the United States. I think it is a bit disgusting that we've allowed...
But do you know why you feel like that? Or are you just listening to what social media people on TikTok are saying?
A felon into office and someone who is so...
Not a felon. He was found innocent of charges that were mysteriously brought up years later after he wanted to get into power or something.
Hateful towards people of color, towards people who are queer, just towards women, towards people who deserve to have rights in America.
If you're born in the U.S. or you become a U.S. citizen, you are given rights, okay? But also, rights are earned. They're just not automatically just bestowed upon you. You have to earn it. Today, Donald Trump said, 20th January, that the U.S. will only recognize two sexes, male and female. That cannot be changed. God, the cry face on this one here. And the hair. This looks like one of those makeup brushes. There's something wrong. 1.6 of the U.S. adults identify as transgender and non-binary. Put in the comments below what your gender is, and I'll give you a like. Their rights in existence. Trans people are always existed and always exist. Trans people are not to be treated.
What are these people are talking about?
Their rights in existence are being taken away. Nothing is being taken away. We're just taking out the unicorn, the horses, the cows, and stuff like that. or the zizazuzas.
Their rights, as if they're not going to be treated like human beings and have the exact same rights as everybody else. And if they all believe in equality so much, why do they think they deserve special treatment? These people are acting like they're...
It's called entitlement. They automatically assume... I saw a video that I was thinking about reacting to, but there's a lot of violence in it, where literally these people, it's like, I just want you to know that I'm scared of police officers and white men, even though she drank a shit ton of alcohol and she was driving down the wrong way. Is this instead of entitlement?
They're about to be put in concentration camps and treated like dogs. When I'm pretty sure if you want to keep our...
Did you break the law? No. Are you thinking about breaking the law? No. Then you're safe.
Identifying as a non-binary pig or whatever you are, no one's gonna give a shit.
So it's legal to discriminate against me now. Have fun with that. I guess that was the most important pressing issue of our time.
Get over it. But in other news, Nissan has announced it will no longer sponsor Pride events, and Coast Guard Commandant Linda Fagan was just terminated for prioritising DEI ahead of border security.
See, I believe in what Trump says. You should get hired for your skill, your merit. Not because we need a certain amount of one thing. If there are women out there that are strong, qualified for the job, or perfect for the job, I see no problem them being hired. I believe in if you are good at something, then you should be hired for it. It's school. You go to school, you learn, and you take those skills you learn and apply them into jobs you want. That's what I believe it should be. Not... if the fire department doesn't have enough women, we need to bring in some gay black women who can't even hold the hose properly, or fire chiefs that say if a man is caught in a fire, then he shouldn't be saved because he shouldn't be in a fire in the first place. What kind of clown world logic is that? If you don't know what I'm talking about, just look it up.
We currently have nearly 40% women enrolled at the Coast Guard Academy. I'm really excited about the talent and the diversity that I see coming through the academy.
A little bit of psycho scary look in their face right there. It looks like the kind of person, like if you put them in an alleyway with a hatchet, they would show you exactly what they would do.
Academy. My daughter is in the Coast Guard as a lieutenant, and there is just nothing but opportunity for her and all of the men and women that have joined the service. I'm really excited about the future as we look ahead.
You're fired! Get out of here! You're fired!
In fact, in the next 60 days, federal agencies must terminate
DEI officers' position and program, report the OMB about the past DEI activities, including any attempts to rebrand these initiatives to bypass the new policies, and assesses reports operational impact, the cost of previous DEI initiatives.
DEI offices, positions and programs. So I expect to see a lot of these donuts in the military and other positions that are only there to tick boxes.
Is it sad, out of all these, I only see two that look like they belong? This one here, and this one here, kinda. This one here looks like she's just doing a photo op for their TikTok. These three right here, with the weird hair, look like they're doing it just to get some kind of assistance. This one here looks like they're trying to promote their online site. And then these two just remind me of TikTok. Again, this one here look like they belong, but not the others.
Get the boot soon.
An estimated 15,000 transgender military members could be removed from the... I don't think I'm healthy enough for this yet. Honestly, I don't. I really don't. Also, make sure you drink some water. Donald Trump says transgender athletes will not be allowed to participate in women's... Thank you, God. Thank you, Jesus. This was the reason why I voted right here. To protect women's rights to go against other women, not transgenders. Because transgenders will always have an unfair advantage to women in sports. Women should not work so damn hard just to get second place because a guy refuses to go up against other men and he purposely wanted to go against other women.
I hope you'll forgive me if I get emotional. climate emergencies are not gender neutral. The degradation of ecosystems disproportionately impacts women and girls. And I am wildly emotional. This is...
Forgive me if I wanted to throw up after that. No more of this crap.
Oh, we should prioritize training and fitness instead of TikTok dancing. That's all I'm saying.
What have the mental repercussions of Donald Trump being the 47th president been?
See, the sad part, I like this color. Back in the day when I used to go to conventions, I used to love seeing women with this color. Now this just ruins it even further for me.
I'm personally here because I had a mental breakdown after Donald Trump won. It's devastation. It's at
wah wah. She's just taking cosplay to a very negative level. That's sad.
Absolute complete devastation to people's mental, emotional, physical, and psychological health. People are dying as a result of Trump being...
You didn't die when Trump was in office the first 4 years. You're not gonna die during Trump in office now.
Elected. People are not seen as people, but rather than objects of that should be...
This person here, it's a shame. Their parents probably did their best, but when she went into school, she was like, learned these different things, different ideologies, and then she started probably watching influencers on TikTok and Instagram and YouTube that just destroyed her life, and then she heard the orange man bad, so I'm gonna make myself partial freakish during winter time.
Eliminated.
They've definitely all got psychological problems and traumas, but it's not because of Trump, it's just because they're lunatics. Trump's just an excuse for them to gather together and act more like lunatics. Because when you ask them about Trump and why they don't like him, they always go blank.
You said he's a racist, so you must have a definition of race.
This hurts my soul right here. Women with purple hair back in the day used to be very, very pretty, very sexy, very hot. Usually, anytime I ever play a video game that I can make a character color, select, I always give them purple hair. Or if a video game has a character with purple hair, I usually gravitate to that. But this just hurts. I'm scared to listen to her speak.
Racism in your mind. Tell me what that definition is.
Say perfect.
Okay, so, I'm gonna make you guys wait on this. Ooh, zero knowledge.
Guys, please don't heckle. I want to try to understand. Because these words have a lot of meaning.
Yeah.
But you can't get... I know it's hard on the spot. I just want you to think about it. Because if you say Trump is a racist, you should be able to easily give a definition of what that word means.
So it's hatred towards another race, right?
So when has he ever exhibited that? Give me clear and specific examples.
You got one?
I mean, let's face it. We have an embassy in a different country. Acceptance right there. We have other nations that actually like and respect us again. Let's see, he cares about the Latinos that are Americans, he cares about the African Americans that are Americans, people that are here that actually want to support America, he cares about. He doesn't care, there are bastards out there like Destiny that'll say that he supports Nazis and stuff like that, when he will also say in same speeches that he denounces and he thinks that Nazis are very ugly and vile. But you know, we don't care. We don't count that.
Well, yeah, I heard someone say he told...
You can't even think!
Yes!
Okay, but let me just help you out here.
Huh?
What, you think he's a racist because the media has told you he's a racist? Because you can't give me an example off the top of your head, and even when you phone a friend to the audience. I'm not criticizing you. Maybe the media is lying to you. Maybe the man who's being called a racist is actually someone that's trying to improve lives of all Americans.
Yeah. Wait, what did I say? White women searching for personality after the ceasefire in Gaza. Racism still exists! Black Lives Matter. We're changing the world. Oh my God.
Illegal immigration is a farce.
What do you call it? What do you call it? Undocumented?
Government. It's an imaginary line.
I dare you to cross the Canada-United States line.
white man. How dare you? How dare you?
That was kind of
Doesn't... He's white, though.
I'm a
racist.
privileged white man, too. But you know what I'm
You
doing?
just called me a privileged white man.
You cannot be racist to white people because white people are the dominant race in this country. Full stop.
You were calling me privileged when you don't know anything about me. I could have grown up in Section 8 housing.
This is privilege.
Okay, all right,
This
all right.
is
Tell me this.
privilege.
Tell me this. Tell me this. Tell me
right
this.
here
Tell me
is
this.
privilege.
Hopefully a lot of these ridiculous conversations will come to an end, not just in America but in other countries. So let's wait and see if other countries follow and if this ends up becoming a global thing. Until then, we need to keep sending these donuts to Michael.
Stop it. Get some help.
That was definitely a very good video right there. It definitely, go give this person a sub on their YouTube channel. They definitely are worth it. Go if you have those Instagram and stuff like that, go give them a follow and like and all that stuff, because they definitely do make good content. And yeah, right after I upload this one here, I'm gonna upload the reason why I've been very lacking on my content. But other than that, thank you all for being here, watching another interesting video of woke people getting destroyed and melting down more than ever over stupidity. Because let's face it, it's gonna be 4 years of this before things starts to get better. Anyway, thank you all. I appreciate every single one of you. 5 more subs away from 100. I'm hoping to hit that before the end of the month. That'd be something really special. Drop a like, leave a comment. Please share this with other people. And if this content is hopefully your interest when you're like playing it in the background, drop a sub. It doesn't cost anything to sub, and it just shows that my work that I'm doing is just not falling on deaf ears. Anyway, take care. I will see you in the next one. Bye for now.